across the Pacific Ocean in New York, the Lunar New Year is a time for Chinese immigrants to reconnect with their cultural heritage. And in, of all places, America's largest art museum, Spring Festival traditions are passionately being passed on to younger generations.
To share you the story how this 10-year-old boy growing up in Chinatown, going through all the holidays and little fun things that, that he remembered. So that 10-year-old boy is me.
Art director Cam Mack has been commissioned to design commemorative Lunar New Year stamps for the US Postal Service every year since 2008. Born in Hong Kong, Cam Mack grew up in Manhattan's Chinatown after moving to the US in 1971.
So when I first came to America, we started in New York City. That apartment right there is where I grew up, where the Q train goes by. That's my little lullaby. That's how I fall asleep, to the sound with the train.
At his current home and studio, Cam Mack takes up the challenge of representing treasured memories of Lunar New Year on a stamp.
I take most of my inspiration, at least for the image, for the stamp design, is all from personal experience.
In Chinese tradition, the 3 lucky bamboo stalks symbolize happiness, long life, and wealth.
This one where you can see the background is the word "phúc" in Cantonese, blessing and good luck. As a kid in Hong Kong, there would be these old men who had a little table outside, and my grandmother would pay her, I guess, a few dollars, and ask, please write me a "phúc," write me "Thân Jinhong," and then my grandmother would paste it all around the house.
Cam Mack is using a time-consuming traditional oil painting technique that builds complexity one layer at a time.
It's this kind of progressively building up layers that makes what you see. The technique I'm doing, it takes a little longer. That's right.
Weeks later, Cam Mack's stamps are released, raising awareness of Chinese culture and contributions in the US.
And then you can see the red ribbon intertwining around the lucky bamboo. In Chinese, it's like relationship or family intact, togetherness.
阿媽，恭喜發財，身體健康。
阿媽，多謝，恭喜發財，身體健康。Thank you.
The arrival of the Lunar New Year, an important cultural anchor for the Chinese diaspora, draws together 3 generations of Cam's family at his mother's New York apartment.
係啦，嚟啦！
咁佢做，咩事？哎呀，佢做啊！我
得啦！ I still come here every week because my mother's still living in Chinatown. Sometimes I see people I recognize as a kid. It's refreshing when I see old faces coming back. A lot of fond memory.
Happy New Year!
And at the New York City Lunar New Year Parade, new memories are made as Cam joins the procession to showcase his stamp design.
As a 10-year-old boy, I never imagined that I did a stamp for the US Postal Service, and having to be part of the parade in Chinatown, walking back to the neighborhood where I first came to America, is pretty special. Guys, get the stamp. It's out, the Lunar New Year stamp. So that stamp means more than just celebrating the Lunar New Year. It also acknowledging to the Chinese American gave a lot to build this country. I hope that my generation and my kids' generation continue the traditions that is so rich and so beautiful.